Plus.
All right, before we go, shortly, you will see the reaction of someone uh, as regards Jagaban. I know you would want to react to it as well. 50 million jobs, is it achievable? That's what we are asking ourselves. 50 million jobs, is it achievable? Some condemned Buhari's administration. Buhari promised 3 million jobs each year, and at the end of the day, nothing. They promised to build 4 refineries, at the end of the day, nothing. They promised to flush out Boko Haram in 6 months, at the end of the day, nothing. So many things, and so on and so forth. This is Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Just of recent, ministers were nominated, they were appointed, given portfolios, and we expect them to hit the ground running, which the likes of Wike, Umahi now have started. Ni, the floor is open. What do you have to say?
Good morning for having me, Mr. Mike. I think, when you campaign in poetry, and when it's time for governance, you govern in prose. And when you mean prose, that means it's time for you to say it the way it is. I think this new president coming out to say that what they met is a mess, I think it's not out of place. I mean, bringing things to everybody's awareness is what we should always demand for. All right, now is not the time to pamper anybody. Ordinarily, if it was a PDP or Labour Party that was on board, they would have said the same thing, right? Yes, APC won the election, right? And they are now in power. The philosophy of this current president is very different from the previous, previous guy. They don't share the same philosophy, especially when it comes to leadership.
Despite the fact that it's the same party.
Yeah, you have twins, you have twins. You have Taiwan and Kennedy, but they don't. Most times they don't have the same philosophy, and that's life. It happens in families as well. In families, some people, like the last born might be successful, while the first born might be very poor. That's life, right? So we need to come to terms with that. Now this state, this nation needs to move forward. And for us to move forward, we need all the steps articulated. What is the present condition? How fractured? What is the level of injury we are currently sustaining? It's the truth. If your wife wants to give birth, the doctor will tell you two things. He will tell you your wife has the capacity to go by natural birth or through operation. All right? Most times, the husband might be like, no. I would rather go for natural birth. I don't have money for CS. But it gets to a point, maybe the woman is now in between, right? She's not very tired, and you might eventually opt for CS. In a nutshell, what am I trying to say? The doctor will what? Tell you ahead of time. Okay? So the presidents would not colorize our situation. We just have to hope. We just have to believe. Okay? If you wanted someone that can bring out a dough from his heart, then maybe you would have gone for other person other than Tinubu. But none of the other contestants could have done magic overnight. I listened to some commentators here. I think especially David. David said investors cannot come in this and that. But what David failed to know is he doesn't understand economics. Okay? One of the foundations is your exchange rate. Okay? That arbitrage, what black marketers and speculators are leveraging on, you need to break it. That's no problem. To something that is manageable. Then on subsidy, the PIA is an act that has come to stand. You see, the problem is so many people, so many players, okay, who are expected to import fuel, all right, are not doing it. Look at the other policy again, which is the decentralization of electricity. That's electrical bill, right? The new power minister said he wants to work with that act. That act simply means that you, Michael, if you have 2 billion, 3 billion, you can set up a 1 megawatt power station and supply power to 300 to 400 houses. Or you could pick an estate. All right, if you have an estate that has about 300 houses, decide to erect a power station for that house. They have their house. You connect to the grid definitely. You understand? So those things don't happen overnight. What are the kind of investors we should start looking for? We should start looking for people that will invest in our electricity sector. The Indians, okay, the Americans. In fact, you can even go to the South Africans, okay. And these are the things the federal government will definitely work for. Nobody is saying there's no pain. Nobody is saying that we are not feeling the hard time, okay. But if anybody wants any immediate solution, then what they are telling you in disguise is ordinarily the subsidy shouldn't have been removed. The foreign exchange arbitrage, this thing shouldn't have been dealt with. Okay, that means we should keep backing our currency, knowing that we don't have the foreign reserve to do that. Okay, so I'm only here to say the truth. Now we have a president that understands how an economy is being run. Buhari was a mistake all of us made. Because I remember 2015, most people voted for him overwhelmingly. I used to say it here. I've said it before. I used to say it. I didn't vote for Buhari, but people voted for Buhari overwhelmingly because everybody was shouting, "Say Baba, say Baba." But it disappointed everybody. All right, and